The night belonged to Al Nassr, but the world kept its eyes on one man. Cristiano Ronaldo, 40 years old, still moving like he refuses to let time win, delivered a moment that sent shockwaves far beyond the Saudi Pro League. Al Nassr versus Al Khaleej wasn't supposed to be a historic game. It was supposed to be routine, predictable, another step in the title race. But football has this funny way of turning ordinary nights into legends. And that's exactly what happened when Ronaldo pulled off one of the greatest bicycle kicks the league has ever seen. The match finished 4-1 in favor of Al Nassr. But the story inside those 90 minutes was so much bigger than the scoreline. It all started with a sense of pressure surrounding Al Nassr. They had been winning, yes, but their fans wanted dominance, style, something that reminded them of why this team is considered one of the strongest in the region. And from the very first whistle, Al Nassr came out with intent. Anderson Talisca was everywhere, gliding through midfield, threading passes between defenders like he was carving the field open with a blade. Sadio Mane was stretching the wings, constantly dragging Al Khaleej's defensive line backwards, and Ronaldo, as always, positioned himself like a man reading the game 3 seconds ahead of everyone else. The first goal came from classic Al Nassr pressure. A long spell of possession, a quick exchange, and then a clean finish that set the tone for everything that followed. But Al Khaleej responded with surprising energy. They broke forward on the counter, caught Al Nassr momentarily sleeping, and scored an equalizer that silenced the stadium for a moment. That was the reminder Al Nassr needed. The reminder that no game in this league can be taken lightly. And from that moment on, the match transformed. The pace shifted. The intensity doubled. The atmosphere became electric. Then came the moment people will be talking about for years. Al Nassr earned possession deep on the right side. Mane whipped in a high looping cross, a ball that seemed slightly behind Ronaldo as he stepped into the box. Most players would control it. Some might attempt a header. But Ronaldo? He lifted himself into the air like he had gravity on pause, turned his body sideways, and unleashed a bicycle kick that slammed into the top corner. A goal that made the fans jump even before the ball hit the net. A goal that reminded everyone why he is still, after 2 decades of football, one of the greatest athletes the world has ever seen. People say age changes a footballer. Ronaldo keeps proving that wrong. It wasn't just the athleticism of the jump, it was the timing, the instinct, the pure confidence. You could feel the emotion in the stadium. Fans held their heads, hands on their faces, like they had just witnessed a ghost of the CR7 who dominated Europe. And honestly, they had. It was one of those moments that freeze time, where everyone watching remembers exactly where they were. It wasn't just a goal, it was a statement. From there, Al Nassr tightened their control. Talisca scored with a powerful strike that gave the goalkeeper no chance, finishing a move that started with a lever interception and ended with pure precision. Al Khaleej tried to push back, but every time they advanced, Laporte and the Al Nassr defensive line shut them down. The balance, the rhythm, the connection between each player, it all looked effortless. And when the third goal came, it almost felt inevitable. A quick combination down the left, a perfect pass inside, and a smooth finish that made it 3-1 and practically sealed the match. But football isn't just about scoring. It's the moments in between that tell the story. The frustration on Al Khaleej players' faces as they struggled to break the press. The confidence in Al Nassr as they knocked the ball around with calmness. The roar of the fans each time Ronaldo touched the ball. And of course, the feeling that this match would be looked back on as another chapter in Ronaldo's never-ending career of greatness. Even at 40, Ronaldo wasn't done. He kept pushing, chasing loose balls, dropping deep to link up play, pointing where he wanted the ball like a general organizing his army. You could see it in his eyes. He wasn't just trying to win the match. He was trying to show the world that legends don't fade quietly. They burn brighter when people expect them to dim. And late in the second half, Al Nassr added the fourth goal. A beautiful passing sequence pulled Al Khaleej's defense apart, and the final touch rolled into the net with precision and class. 4 goals scored, 1 conceded, job done. The scorecard may read 4-1, but this match was about pride, passion, and the emotional connection that football creates. It was about a man defying age and pressure, and a team rising together as a single unit. It was about the Saudi Pro League, showcasing football moments that rival the biggest leagues in the world. And it was about fans getting exactly what they came for: entertainment, drama, and a highlight that will be replayed millions of times across the internet. As the final whistle blew, Ronaldo walked toward the fans, hands raised, face full of satisfaction. Not arrogance, not ego, just a man who knows he gave people something special. A man who understands what it means when a child watches that bicycle kick and feels inspired. This is why people say football is more than a sport. Because moments like that make you feel alive. They remind you why the game captures hearts across every continent. And for Al Nassr supporters, it reminded them that their team has the ability to create magic on any night. The match highlights were packed with energy. Ronaldo's bicycle kick, the quick equalizer from Al Khaleej, the brilliant midfield control, the clinical finishing, the emotional crowd reactions, and the total dominance in the second half. The overview of the match is simple. Al Nassr showed their experience, depth, and star power. Al Khaleej fought bravely but couldn't contain the rhythm and quality that Al Nassr brought. The scorecard reflects it well. Ronaldo with a world-class goal. Talisca on the score sheet. A complete display of team chemistry and finishing power. Ronaldo's moment will live forever in the league's history. People will talk about the technical perfection, the strength, the timing, the beauty of the bicycle kick. But beyond that, they will talk about the emotions it created. The goosebumps, the disbelief, the feeling that you just watched something special, something unforgettable. And that's what football is truly about. This match was a reminder that even in a league filled with stars, one man can still steal the show. One man can still write a new chapter. And on this night, Cristiano Ronaldo wrote one of the brightest ones yet.